when we try to convince people, we usually think that it's all about information. We argue, here's another piece of information, here's another piece of information. But look back at the last 10 years of your life and ask yourself, how many people have you actually been able to convince? The answer is not that many, I'm sure. The reality is that our intuition is that debates are around information and just getting more information. But the psychology is that when somebody is trying to argue with us, we defend ourselves. And we defend ourselves to such a degree that we finished counter-arguing with them even before they finish their sentence. And because of that, when people attack each other, they become even more convinced at their initial points. Why? Because if you argue with me and I just think about how correct I am and how wrong you are, at the end of this process, I'm even more sure about my opinions. This is why we need a different approach. And the approach we need is not to attack people, but to come at it from their side. So let's take an example from what is happening now in Gaza. Somebody comes to you and say, I think Israel should have an immediate ceasefire. Say, fine, I accept. And they said, and I think Israel should leave Gaza completely. Fine, I accept. And then you continue. You say, but I'm not against you, I'm not arguing with you, just help me understand how it works. What happens if in 3 months from now they repeat the same horrific acts of October 7th? What do you want then? You see, lots of people have these very superficial opinions that they haven't really thought through. Arguing with them is not helping, but coming from their perspective and helping him understand the depth that they don't understand and haven't thought about it, don't know, basically calm people down. It gets them to be less confident. So that's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for getting people to understand that the world is more complex and they should be less certain in their opinions.